The road that you travel along, there's one day here and the next day gone. Sometimes you bend, sometimes you stand, sometimes you turn your back to the wind. There's a world outside every darkened door where blues won't haunt you anymore. Where the brave are brave and lovers soar. Come ride with me to the distant shore. He hesitates to break down the garden gate, but there's not much time left today. Yeah.
Well, top of the morning, and thanks so much for joining us here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show, the show that helps you with all your automotive needs, whether you're buying, selling, trading, leasing, parts, service, or body shop. We are here to help. Phone lines are open, 214-787-1190. That's 214-787-1190. If you have an automotive need, you want to know where to go, who to see, what to do, chime in. You can follow us. Bo, why don't you tell them how they can follow us today?
Yes, and good morning, everybody. This is our Christmas telecast. Not telecast, broadcast. Well, we're telecasting too. So we're on 1190 AM KFXR. If you're tuning into the radio, that's where you're hearing us each and every Saturday morning from 8 to noon. But on our live streams, you can find us on the Automotive Edge Radio Show Facebook page. Shifting Gears Facebook page. That's our sister page. You can find us on LinkedIn. It's under Kurt Chase. Then YouTube. So if you go to youtube.com/@theautomotive-edge, you'll find us. There's a bunch of things there, a lot of clips from different things that Kurt has done and drive alone, so you can get an idea of some of the cars out there that he's done. And then, of course, we're live. All of our shows are archived there. So thanks for joining us and being part of our Christmas special today.
A lot going on in the auto industry. I would make my move now as I went around to probably 18 different car lots this week, helping consumers, listeners, friends, family. That really, really, really good choice of inventory is drying up. The 25s are liquidating very quickly because rebates and incentives are so high right now. Other than luxury brands, your luxury brands, there's plenty of inventory, plenty of choices, Mercedes, BMW, Audi, Lexus, plenty of stuff out there to choose from. But when it comes to your other makes and models, your Chevys, your Fords, your Dodge, Nissan, Honda, Toyota, the 25s are leaving the lot at a rapid pace. And so I told everybody, and they said, well, you know, you're the old car guy. You're responsible to your sponsors, and you have to say all these things. As well, let me help you. I don't have any sponsors calling me for help. I don't. I have you, the consumer, calling me for help. And that's why we get this message out each and every day. We're making posts and keeping people up to date, putting out the videos on how to help you with your automotive needs. So you don't have to make those kind of comments. They're not important. They're not needed. They're just not true. I give you up-to-date facts and figures on your behalf. And then you make the decision on where to go, who to see, what to do when it comes to your automotive needs. So make that decision today, especially if it's your Toyota inventory is really dwindling down. Nissan, I think Justin Crane has maybe a handful out there at Burleson Nissan. The Honda store, their inventory, 25 inventory is drying up quickly. So go to theautomotiveedge.com, leave me your name and number, and tell me basically what you're looking for, what you're trying to accomplish, and let me get on the horn and see what's out there. There was one vehicle the other day, we found it in Oklahoma. The only one of its kind in Oklahoma City, and they're on their way up this morning to pick up their new vehicle. And so those are the connections that we have. Sometimes we just don't find it here in DFW. It winds up being at a place somewhere else, some other location that
well, that's the good news of why they should get in contact with you, because you have those kind of connections to get to where their needs can be met.
Yeah, Craig called me. He goes, "You're sending somebody from Dallas?" I'm like, "Buddy, you got the only one in town.
Hey, if you want
have
it, you
the
better
only
go
color
get it."
combination." And the funny thing was, some of my buddies here tried to call and dealer trade for it. They wouldn't, because the dealers know when they have prime merchandise or what they have in stock, what they can sell, you know, what the market value of it is. So it was really a a big week this week for people trying to really hone in on the 2025s and get all the incentives. But on the flip side, depending on where you're shopping for a vehicle, they're not playing around with the 26s. So we, when we were out shopping the other day for some listeners, I told them, I says, hey, forget everything that I've told you and head over to El Dorado Chevrolet and take a look and see what they're doing on their vehicles. He said, what do you mean? I said, I'm telling you, that is unbelievable what they're doing right now on the Chevrolets. And then you go over to the Ford side, and Ford's got a pretty good chunk of pickup trucks left, but that's about it. Everything else pretty much on their lot is gone. But they're discounting everything. There's so many rebates and incentives, and that's another thing too. You got to take time to look at everything that you may qualify for. Are you a first responder? Are you a veteran? Are you a teacher? Are you a previous owner? There's a lot of manufacturers out there saying if you own this, and this make and model car, we're going to give you an additional amount of money. But you got to be on your game. Sometimes you just don't even hear about it. Sometimes the salespeople get so caught up in the sales process, they're not even telling you about it. So you need to know. But right now, you can push, if you're looking for a pickup truck, push the 25s aside and go to El Dorado Chevrolet. Get this up to $18,000 off a 2026 Crew Cab Silverado.
1 minute to commercial.
So if you have negative equity, you have shortfall, you're just looking for the deal of the year. El Dorado is doing it today on their 26s on this beautiful 75-degree December day.
that's crazy, isn't it?
December 20th. Who would have ever thought? It looks like we're going to have record highs this week. Make the move, because he's got a great selection of different colors at that price, up to $18,000 off, $7,000 off Colorado, $6,500 off Traverse, $7,500 off EVs, and guess what? They're all 2026 models, not 2025s. The place, El Dorado Chevrolet, 9-time Chevy Dealer of the Year. Let's take a quick break. 214-787-1190. We'll be right back.
Good morning, everybody, here on our social media live stream. Appreciate that. And we have Ronnie Swain says, good morning, Kurt and Floppy.
Well, hey, you're gonna get a little butt chewing from my sister.
Which sister?
My sister.
Okay, why?
Because you're not doing your job.
What did I not do?
So you're not paying attention.
I'm not paying.
We found that out that
What?
Last Saturday you were not paying attention.
How does that?
You upset my cousin.
And why was I not paying attention? What was it about?
Okay, every Saturday morning you say good morning to everybody that calls in, right? Right?
Yeah, usually do.
Well, you didn't usually do it. And so she was driving through Ohio, tuned into the show, and you didn't bother to recognize her.
Well, that can't be true.
It's true. She's going to be
You're gonna have to
tuning in
prove
here.
it. You're gonna have to prove it.
Carol Ann. Now, you know Carol Ann
I
doesn't
know.
lie.
I love her
She
to
called
death.
and said, hey, Bo ditched Patsy. I said, really? She goes, yep. She couldn't believe all the good mornings and hellos and how are you? And here's Patsy and her friend driving through Ohio, which is on our time. And Bo didn't say anything.
Was she tuned into the live stream?
Do what?
Was she tuned into the live stream?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she was, Bo.
Well, I have to call her up. Give me her number, and I'll apologize.
She's going to be tuning in here in a minute.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure I said good morning to
No,
her.
you didn't. She wouldn't have been that upset if you would have.
Okay. Well, I'll
All right.
apologize if I didn't.
You know?
Kurt probably had me distracted for some reason.
There's always a way out for Bo.
Kurt had me distracted. I'm
when-
sure he
when
had
Bo's
me.
not doing his job, it's Kurt's fault. And when Kurt's not doing his job, it's Kurt's fault.
Yeah, it's typically how it rolls. Yeah, Carol. He probably had me upset over something, and I just got lost.
Oh boy, here we go. Upset about something.
Yeah, we'll figure. Yeah, there had to be something. If I go back and listen, for sure I'll figure it out. So we're here today with our Christmas broadcast. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. Got a little late start, but that's the way it rolls sometimes. But we're live and kicking now on the radio as well. So if you'd like to tune into the radio, you can go to just Google Talk Radio 1190 Dallas. Click on that, and then you can just hit the button to hear us right there. Easy peasy. Yeah, and if you want to download the app, you can get it that way too. If you want to listen to the radio version as well as seeing us. I do that with football games sometimes. When I don't like the commentators, I turn the sound down and watch it or listen to it on the radio or something. And Oklahoma's out.
We're live, gentlemen.
Okay.
214-787-1190. Is that Buble?
Yes, sir.
There you go.
You know, he was really awkward the other night. I was watching my wife made me watch The Voice,
Oh, yeah?
and it was their grand finale or whatever.
Right.
And he was singing with Neil Shaw from Boston.
Right.
It was the weirdest thing in the world.
So it was.
Buble trying to sing, Journey. It was horrible.
Okay.
Horrible.
Well, sometimes.
I love the guy, his voice, and,
Why would he do that?
I don't know. He would bring him, he always bring back the big band, and he's got that swagger and, got some great songs out there. But he was like really leaned over and trying to, it was just nuts.
What were they singing? I mean, was it a like a rock type song or something?
They were singing some of the Journey songs.
Oh, well, there you go. I don't think
went,
that's.
No, Buble.
Well, to me, that would be almost the same if he tried to sing a country song.
Yes,
Like
well,
Merle
actually, he can
Haggard.
do country.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
They sing with the different artists.
Right.
He did. But boy, when he was standing next to Neil Shaw, I went,
Here we go.
mic drop. Drop it. Stop it. Go back.
I don't even watch those shows anymore.
Yeah, it's pretty weird stuff. But, I tell you, the best one on there, my two favorite was Reba and Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
That Snoop Dogg got some stuff. Him, and tell you what, he's just funny.
yeah, he's good. And Reba laughs, and she's cute and does her thing too.
Yeah, she's just like always happy.
Yeah, she
She's a
reminds me
really
of
good
Dolly in
person.
a
I
lot
met
of
her
ways.
a couple times.
She's going to be like, I just saw Dick Van Dyke, and he was doing an interview at 100 years old.
I know.
I went 100 years old, and he said, the lady goes, "What is it to your life?" When you go back and think about all these guys that lived to 100, George Burns, he said, "I smoke a dozen cigars and have a couple martinis a day."
Has kept his blood flowing, baby.
And, and everybody had their deal. Well, I don't do this, and I do this, and I've never
Right.
had it, whatever. And so Dick Van Dyke, they said, "What's that?" He goes, "I never get mad.
Hey, that's really probably a good
I
thing.
never
right
get
there.
mad." He said, "There's always good out there somewhere in something, and I stay happy and I smile." And they showed him, and he was smiling the whole time.
He's still kicking, huh?
Yeah, he's rocking.
How about them apples, man?
you know.
Maybe he should come back with the Dick Van Dyke Show again, Grandpa version.
I don't know. He's. I think all of them had like an attorney show or a investigator show.
Oh yeah, I
Every,
gotcha.
every one of them came out and did something later, but what great advice. Be happy. What was that song? Be happy. Don't worry.
Don't worry,
happy.
be happy. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And he didn't. He said he can't remember the last thing he was mad about.
Well, that's fantastic. And I don't know if he's got a bad memory because of the reason he can't remember, but it's a good thing.
No,
that
I'm telling you, you listen to the guy talking.
he was
just
rocking,
Game
huh?
on. Yeah.
There you go.
Cooking on peanut oil.
Well, good for him.
Yep. 214-787-1190. So I want to clarify that I got a quick text going, did you say 2026? As I did. Eldorado Chevrolet, up to 18,000 off crew cabs, and it's a LT. It's not a stripped out custom model. It's a LT. How about that? So head over there now. I was over there the other day, and congratulations to Jason Lawing, general sales manager that just completed his dealer academy out in Washington, D.C. And let me tell you, that is one stringent,
Yeah, you've talked about that. how-
stressful, hard to complete, because not only is he in school in D.C. every month, but he's still running Eldorado Chevrolet and Graf Chevrolet and Sherman Chevrolet.
That was a
and
year.
Eldorado Mazda.
That was a year thing, right?
Yeah, it's a whole year.
And he's
So,
gone for what, about 10 days each month?
Yeah, a week each month
Yeah.
in DC. So congratulations. You know,
Yes,
once
sir.
you graduate that, you really that's a big accomplishment. So congratulations, Jason Long, Eldorado Chevrolet, general sales manager, soon to be general manager out there at 9-time Chevy Dealer of the Year.
Soon to be 10 probably too, huh?
Yeah, no doubt about it. Let's talk real quick about knowing your incentives and your rebates, which I brought up. You know, when you hear a lot of discounts that are out in the marketplace right now, a lot of people are showing up and go, well, hey, I heard you're taking this off or taking that off. Get online and look at your qualifications when you're looking at the different things that are available to you. So when you I was just going through a couple of these, and when I was scrolling down, I noticed they had, let's see here, educator program, military program, retired military program, first responder program. There's a bunch of different programs out there, loyalty programs. One of the dealers that I stopped by there said if you own, there was 5, it was really weird. I don't know how they picked them, but 5 different makes and models, and 4 were domestic, and then they threw in Volkswagen. I don't know where they come up with that. And said, if you own any of these 5 cars, you get another $2,000 loyalty money. I was like, wow. And you didn't have to be the driver. It could be in your household.
Oh.
And you just show it on your insurance, whatever, boom, you picked up $2,000. So
you don't have to even be the buyer, you mean? Is that what
the
you're
owner?
saying?
Let's say you bought it for your kiddo, but it's in your household on your insurance.
Right. Okay. I got
You're going to qualify for
That's
it.
awesome.
And so, know that, and let's talk about it before you go, because there was a lot of phone calls this month going, hey, it's $1,500 more, it's $2,000 more, and they weren't looking at the qualifiers to see that they didn't qualify for any of those. And it was, you know, a lot of times when a dealer posts all their advertising, they're adding in all of the incentives, assuming you're going to qualify for them. And so let's have this conversation. There's nothing worse than getting all your numbers and everything together, and then you get to the dealership and they go, wah, wah. And then you're mad, and then you get up and you go to the next dealership, I don't know why, to hear the same thing, just because you're angry. And so that's why I tell everybody, let's know before you go. Let's get everything out of the way. There was a gentleman, the SUV was $35,500. Nobody in town was touching it. And I told him, there's a reason why. He goes, well, Kurt, I know it's not one of your sponsors, so I'll let you know. I said, do me a favor. When you get there, which you're probably not going to do, call me and let me know how upset you are. Yeah, I said, I'll tell you what, I'll bet you Dr. Pepper, you're going to, if you'll call me, that I am 100% correct. Sure enough, about 3:30 in the afternoon, the phone rings. You guys are all a bunch of a-holes. And I went, what happened? And sure enough, guess what? It went up $3,000 plus ads. And he goes, what do? I said, get in your car. Let me make a phone call. What color were you looking at? What trim level were you looking at? Went through all of that, and we saved him $2,600. I said, I told you so. But I didn't tell him I told you so. I never do that. But when somebody calls me up and says, hey, you're not going to believe this price that I have, I'm like, okay. And I write it down, and I was, give me just a minute. I'll call you right back. And I log on, and I see the details. And I called him back. I said, do you do this? No, hang on, Kurt. I already talked to the dealer. They told me to come on in. Well, sure they did. I did too. Remember, I ran dealerships. And I always told people, you know, they'd call me and go, hey, can you come on in? You know, a lot of times I never said yes, but I always told them to come on in. I did not hesitate. Would say, well, you don't qualify for this, you don't qualify for that. We had another one the other day that said, if I could, would you? And I went, boy, oh boy. You know, I fired a sponsor over that. They kept saying that, if I could, would you? And they're like, sure. They say, come on in. They didn't say I would. They said, if I could, would you? And so, we're going to get through all this. If you go to theautomotiveedge.com and you send me your name and number, you won't deal with all this. You're going to know what your trade-in value, or have a good idea what your trade-in value is. And you're going to have the price of the vehicle. So all you have to do is drive and sign your paperwork. It's just that simple. 214-787-1190. Now, coming up here at the, where are we at here? At the bottom of the hour, the 9:30 hour, we want to know